You coming to Pittsburgh, right? I don't want to be alone for the holiday.
Well, she is alone.
In-laws, even when they're not in the same time zone, they can ruin your day.
Yes, in-laws are a universal problem. But one of the benefits of group is that we all get to share our experiences. Does anyone have anything?
Change your phone number or move. Don't tell him where you went.
Wes, you disagree?
That's just his default state.
Clyde, Roselle, look. When I was married to Alex, my mother was a problem. Didn't get better until I confronted her about it, and that's what you gotta do here, Clyde. It's gotta be you, otherwise Roselle's just the harpy who stole her son away from her.
That's what I keep telling her.
Call her up. Say, Mom, I'm the decider now. You don't pay my bills anymore, you don't clothe me anymore. I make my own choices. That's the way it is.
She does help us with money.
Wes, how did that strategy work for you?
Great. There's a beautiful relationship there now. Between my mother and Alex. Neither of them really got over me quitting the law, and my mom and I email occasionally. It's cordial. Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Ryan, I got a text message from my old boss.
Damn, no. What's he want, a designated driver?
It's not funny. We gotta go. Excuse me, sorry. You know, you're lucky, right?
Yeah?
Get to watch a legend at work.
Yeah, I heard the stories.
Now you get to live the Dan Noon experience. He made me the finely tuned investigative machine that I am.
Yeah? Well, in that case, I am lucky. Got a few things I want to say to him.
Looter!
Hey, T!
How they hanging, Hefe?
They're heading for my knees, and I wish to Christ that was my only complaint.
This is my partner, Wes Mitchell.
Hey, Wes. How yours hanging?
There, hang. It's just, I can't. So what happened?
It's a mess. We had an informant inside of Los Ladrones, you know, the Guatemalan outfit that holds down all the corners in Glassell Park. Our guy said he was making a wholesale buy first thing this morning, so we set up surveillance about a block away, and as soon as we got audio, well, all hell broke loose, and the rest you can see for yourself. We got 4 bodies, and one of them's my snitch.
I guess someone wanted those corners for themselves, huh?
Looks like it. We'll get a description of the shooters as soon as my witness stops puking.
So you have a witness?
How's he doing?
Still going last I checked. I don't know I got anything left.
How long's he been in there?
15, maybe 20.
What's his name?
Charlie Perez.
Mr. Perez, open up. Well, you had a witness.
Thanks for coming in. Here's what we got. We got a dead informant. We still got 3 bodies on a rooftop down at Skid Row. And the only guy who knows what happened is in the wind.
Okay, what do we know about this guy you lost?
The guy I let get away introduced himself as Charlie Perez. That was his limo that got shot up in the gunfight. We checked the registration. It's under a Charles Perez. He owns a car service.
Any address on file?
No.
Tidy up those papers, son, and who's that picture? If I didn't know better, I'd swear a woman works at your desk.
How do we not have a home address on this guy? He owns a limo service. He's got to be registered with the DMV. He's got to have a driver's
There are
license.
68 Charles Perez's registered with the DMV in L.A. We checked them all, and none of them are our guy.
Did you look up any names besides Charles Perez?
Fred Bandeck. Who the hell called you in?
I did. Perez is a missing person. Why not bring in the head of the department?
Missing persons hasn't been the same without you, buddy.
I appreciate that, sir. Look, I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about Snowy.
Fallen soldiers, son, fallen soldiers. This is Snowy, too. Our runner introduced himself as Charlie, but that doesn't necessarily mean that his name is Charles. The man that we're looking for is Carlos Perez. Here is his photo.
That's him, that's our guy.
I just said that. Now, Carlos has his business registered under Charles Perez because he's a two-time felon. Grand larceny and possession of stolen property.
All right, so an ex-con is there for a drug deal, comes a massacre, he then flees the scene. Anybody thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, he might not be a witness. We might be looking for a shooter.
All right, guys. Yeah, RHD's got it from here. Thank you.
T. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what's up, Nooner?
Listen, this whole thing's getting ugly. I mean, I got a dead informant. I let this Perez guy slip right out from under my nose.
Whoa. You're in narcotics. It's not a cut and dry operation. You gotta take risks. You taught me that.
Yeah, I did. You see, we got this new major. It's a 35-year-old chick. She keeps telling me the era of the cowboy cop is over. I know this is your case, but you see, my boss, she's just itching to find a reason to suspend me. If somebody else makes the collar, well, she's gonna have a reason.
You want to put cuffs on the shooter? I got your back.
You do that?
Yeah.
I'll be there for you anytime, any place, any way.
Stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
Hi. I'm Travis Marks.
This crime scene hasn't been adequately photographed.
Well, we'll be sure to send the text a harshly worded email.
First principle, son. If your text can't process a crime scene thoroughly, then the entire investigation is nothing but a leaky boat.
Your old boss is a freak show. Snowy, too? He does know it's weird to name your new dog after your old dead one, right?
Look, Fred Bannock has a long and distinguished career. He's entitled to a few quirks.
Yeah, whatever. This is our case. Can we ditch him now and go get some work done? Be patient. Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred, is there anything we can do? Help save some time?
Good investigation takes as long as it takes. You know that.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. He's on to something. He's on to something. Okay.
Okay, now watch this.
What are you doing now, Fred?
I'm waiting, son. Waiting for the truth.
Okay, that's an expression. He analyzes everything. Doesn't want to jump to any conclusions. He's smart.
Let me ask you something. Does he frighten you?
No, why would he frighten me?
He is the ghost of future Wes. If I were you, I'd be terrified of winding up like that.
My guy doesn't lose witnesses or suspects or whatever you call Charlie Perez.
No, he just carries a dog around like a man purse. Hey, Fred? No, I'll be sweet. Listen, man, quick question. While you're waiting, do you mind if we just go ahead and investigate?
If you can't refrain from talking, I'd actually prefer it.
Okay, sorry, Fred. Got it.
Fred, mad at snooty at me. I mean, I'm just asking a question.
Got the address on Perez. Keep it locked and loaded, team.
Thanks, Noonan. Wait. Should we wait for the truth or knock on the door?
I don't know. What would Dan Noon do? Oh, wait, I do know. Let's have a drink and talk about it while the suspect escapes.
LAPD, open up!
Ready?
Yeah.
table. Come up. Hands up right now.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Okay, okay, relax. No one's gonna shoot, all right?
Are you really police?
Yes, ma'am.
My husband said men might be coming here to hurt us. We were just about to leave.
Is your husband Carlos Perez? Is he in the house? Where is he?
I don't know. He came here an hour ago. He said he was in big, big trouble. He gave us this, then he said we had to run.
Charlie got away with some money from the crime scene.
I warned him not to get involved with those people.
What people? Ma'am, if your husband's in danger, we're your best shot at keeping him safe.
Charlie wanted to start his limousine company, but he couldn't get a loan or a license because he's an ex-con. Changed his name to get around the licensing thing. Then he went to them for the loan. The Saavedra people.
Cartel.
Everyone around here knows if you want to borrow money till payday, you go see Miguel Avila at Safari Car Wash. I knew something like this would happen.
Something like what?
He said they made him do something.
Okay. We'll go to the car wash, meet with this Miguel Avila, see if he can tell us where your husband might be.
In the meantime, an officer's gonna come by here. He'll take you and your daughter to a hotel, okay? If you hear from Charlie, you call us.
Thank you.
Okay, so this guy Perez takes cartel money, he starts a business. So now he owes them a marker.
Looks like they called it in last night. But if Perez is the one who mowed down the 4 guys from Los Ladrones, why does he think the cartel's after him? He did what they wanted.
I don't know.
Those guys don't look like car wash employees to me.
Stay on your toes.
Hello? Hello?
Detective.
LAPD, stay right there. LAPD, open up right now!
All right, yeah. On 3, yeah? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
LAPD, put him down!
Drop the gun now! Right now! Drop the gun now!
Drop the gun now! Nobody comes here! Hey, this is a misunderstanding! Now! A misunderstanding! They're my bodyguards! They thought you were gonna hurt me!
Miguel Avila?
Yeah.
You and your bodyguards are under arrest.
I don't know anything about a drug deal. I told you, I'm a legitimate businessman.
Oh, a legitimate businessman whose employees carry MAC-10s?
Hey, it's a dangerous neighborhood. I only called my bodyguards in after that maniac bursted into my office and attacked me.
Wait, are you telling us that Carlos Perez threatened you?
Yeah, I lent him money. It's something I do for people in the community.
Well, your philanthropy is very impressive, Miguel.
Look, Charlie always paid on time, no problem. But today he went crazy. He attacked me. He said that if I hurt his family, he would do the same to my wife and my daughter.
Now, why would I hurt his family?
Because your business is a front for the Saavedra cartel, Miguel. Because no matter what happened in that parking garage, you know Carlos Perez left with a stack load of your boss's money.
My boss. I'm a legitimate
businessman. Yeah, we heard you the last 10 times you said it. Now you can tell the booking officers down at the station.
Oh, come on.
All right, I got a text from Fred. Dear Wesley, I do loathe these digital leashes, but they have their uses. Please come down to the station when you have a chance. Sincerely yours, Fred Bandick.
He knows this is not his case, right?
Well, I did ask him for a consult.
Which he gave to you. Now it's time to take Snowy 2 for a walk and get the hell out of our business.
He'll be fine. He's just excited to be out on the field, all right?
Whatever. Who signs a text message?
So I analyzed every aspect of this melee. Lines of fire, avenues of escape, and after 4.5 hours, I got it all right here in my head. And this is what I found. A spot of blood on one of the tires at the limousine. Your text missed it.
You found a spot of blood at a massacre. Congratulations. What's he even doing here? He's not on this case.
Well, this isn't your case either, Dan. You're still here. Says the spot of blood doesn't match any of the dead bodies. Doesn't match Charlie Perez either, which means there was someone else at that scene.
Exactly. Someone else who got away. Took the DNA and did a search at the VICAP database. We found a partial match with a degraded sample at a crime scene, the Cabo San Lucas massacre in Mexico. 13 top lieutenants of the Escamilla cartel, dead on a beach at a resort. Now, Escamilla's people say that they think that this is the work of a Savatra assassin they call El Inero.
El Inero. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Of course you heard about him, because I told you about him. I'm in narcotics. I know about him. El Inero is the engineer. He's a fairy tale. A story that cartel goons talk about and sit around and tell each other when they're bored.
Yeah? Well, I believe he's real. That he's in L.A. That he's a gunman who we're looking for.
Carlos Perez is the gunman, who's a real person we can place at this scene. Come on, T. Tell him you're not going on some snipe hunt.
Tell him you're not going to ignore an essential piece of forensic data.
Guys, just relax, all right? Doesn't have to be one or the other.
Charles Perez's cousin drives the other limo for this service, right? So if Charlie is looking to skip town, he's probably going to get in touch with him.
Yeah, we can squat on the cousin, maybe get a wiretap on his phones.
Yeah, and while we check up on Fred's lead, we'll wait and see if Carlos gets in touch with his cousin, okay?
Hey, guys, there is no boogeyman.
You know, it'd really be nice to work this case without your greedy, needy ex-boss in my ear.
I can absolutely relate to how you feel.
Evening, sir. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just giving Snowy a little exercise.
Okay, have a good night.
Wes, I just wanted to thank you for letting me saddle up with you again. This is gonna be one of my last times at the rodeo.
What do you mean?
You haven't heard. Missing persons is being consolidated out of existence. All duties to be absorbed by the other departments. I'm being forced to retire, buddy.
What?
Hey.
Then why don't you just transfer?
No one wants me. Look, you spend a career upholding the standards of conduct, you're not gonna wind up with many friends.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's all right. It's life. I'm not gonna whine about it. Of course, if I were to catch El Inero, that'd bring a lot of headlines our way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it'd keep the lights on for a few more years. Yeah.
Well, let me see what I can do. Hey, it's your theory, Fred. You should get the collar.
All right.
Sir.
Snowy, fine.
you promised the arrest of your old boss.
Correct.
And you promised to arrest your old boss.
He needs it. I owe him. Yeah, I did.
Look, Dan Noon may need the arrest, but he doesn't deserve it. We'd have our perp in custody right now if he hadn't blown it.
Like your guy's any better? Yeah. He arrives uninvited, he craps on everyone's work, he hijacks the investigation to go hunt for a ghost with his mind.
Well, at least his mind isn't pickled, like Dan's.
If Fred did more doing and less thinking...
What? He'd live in the past, have a record like Dan's?
Come on, man. You gotta look back at his career. He's done more good than harm.
Oh.
It's not even close.
Oh, so we have to weigh his whole career now.
Guys, it's interesting. What you're dealing with is not that dissimilar from what Clyde and Roselle are dealing with.
Please, all due respect, this is nothing like an argument over whose in-laws' house we're going to for Christmas.
Yeah, we're talking about dead bodies, drugs, stolen money.
All right, put the particulars aside. You're talking about two parental surrogates. Important figures in your professional lives, both of whom are demanding your time and attention, and only one of whom can be satisfied.
Okay, that's a good analogy. But, you know, what do we do?
What, you're asking me for a ruling?
Yeah, why not?
You do a lot of clever metaphor making in here, Doctor, and not much solution providing.
Then I say, trust your instincts.
No. No, see, that's not an answer because my instincts are telling me to help Dan and his instincts are telling him to help Fred.
Well, if that's what you both think, then you have your answer.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, T!
Lunar!
Hey, got some good news, buddy. We got the tap on Perez's cousin's cell phone. Charlie called him 2 hours ago. Told him to dump his limo down in Marina Del Rey so Charlie could drive it out of town. We're headed over there now. Ready to go to work?
What is this?
Morning, Wesley. You ready to go to work?
Later.
Good luck. So, how are we gonna catch a ghost?
Start from the beginning. Review the Cabo San Lucas massacre.
And then we
Wait for the truth.
So you still got Trudy, huh?
Oh, yeah. She's a little worn out, but she gets me from A to B in style.
Headlight flap just stays up like that, huh?
Uh-huh. They don't make that part anymore.
You ever think about trading her in? You know, got kids now, maybe get something in a backseat?
Damn, T, you sound like my ex. Trudy's not going anywhere. She's OG, brother, OG. Besides, I'm not a minivan type cat.
Okay.
Oh. Here we go. Here we go. We're in business.
I need a timeout. I need an escape from reality.
LAPD!
You're under arrest. For what? I didn't do anything. You ran from a crime scene, Charlie Fresh. You're coming in with us. We got a few questions. About what? 4 dead bodies. And God dog it! You put a dent in Trudy.
What do you mean I can't sit in on the interview? We're the ones who brought him in while these guys were running around chasing the Great Pumpkin.
Dan, this is our case now.
We brought him in.
It doesn't matter. This isn't narcotics. This is a potential shooter. He stole money from a crime scene.
I'm not talking to you. I'm
Fine,
talking to
Travis, tell your old boss I'm your partner now. This is my case. I'm not going to sit on the sidelines for it.
T, tell him what's up.
Okay, guys. Dan, Wes is my partner. It's his case, too. I can't cut him out of it, all right?
Okay, look, I wasn't just a witness. I admit that. But I didn't shoot anybody.
What were you doing fleeing the scene?
I got 2 strikes. One more, I'm done. You know, I run an honest business, support my wife and kid. This was just a favor. I had to do it. Do tell.
When I borrowed that money from Miguel Avila, it came with an understanding. Not only that I had to pay him back, but I also owed him a favor. He didn't say what it was, didn't say what it was that I would have to do, just that I owed him. 2 nights ago, he cashed in that marker. I get a call from somebody, drops Miguel's name, tells me that I gotta pick up somebody at the Wilshire Sands Hotel out in Santa Monica and take him wherever he wants to go. This guy gets in my car, white guy, about 6 feet tall, blonde hair, 2 different color eyes.
He's talking about Elliot Nero.
This guy, he barely said anything. Just gave me the address to the parking garage, and that's it. He pulled up the divider. He gets out of the car, starts shooting everybody.
Get a detailed description. We need to make a sketch.
Fred! We got this, okay?
So tell us more about this man.
And Wes, why don't you ask him how his wife ended up with a bag full of drug money if he's innocent? Ask him that!
Got it, Dan.
So what do you want me to talk about?
Man.
Okay, look, it's all part of the same thing. I stuffed a few bundles of cash down my pants leg because I knew I was gonna have to run.
Sorry, guys. The public defender just got here. He wants a couple of minutes alone with his client.
Dan, this case is not about cleaning up your mess. This case is about the truth.
The truth is you just want to make this college so you can keep that stupid dog of yours in fancy treats for the next couple of years.
You leave Snowy out of this.
Oh, I thought it was Snowy, too.
Do we sound like that when we fight?
Man, if we do, we need a lot more therapy.
Drink it all in, boys. You can always learn from the guys who brought us here, even when they're not teaching us by example. This anger is a dark whirlpool. Make note.
Perez says he's ready to talk to you guys again.
His lawyer just got in there. Do we have to tell him we're headed back in?
I'm of the opinion that if we leave these 2 out of it, our lives will get a lot easier.
Agreed. Hey, Charlie. Where's your lawyer?
I don't need him anymore. I sent him home.
Why?
So, I want to talk. I don't need a lawyer for that.
Okay.
There was no pickup. I pulled the trigger on those guys. It was all me. I'll tell you everything.
Charlie, what happened? Why are your hands shaking?
You guys didn't believe me. Now, it's time to stop selling that line. There was no one else in that parking garage except me. I did it. That's what you want to hear, right?
It's a very bizarre and sudden confession, Charlie. Somebody got to you. What'd your lawyer say to you? Why do you seem so scared right now?
I'm not scared.
I just got off the phone with City Services. Charlie's lawyer signed in with city credentials under the name James Wilder. They don't have any record of a public defender by that name.
Look at this.
What?
This guy managed to keep his face hidden from almost every single camera. Now, that's no accident.
Wait, stop. Right there.
Gotcha. Ah, you're sly. So am I.
Yeah. Remember Charlie's description of the man he brought to the parking garage? Blonde hair, 6 feet tall, and I bet you if we had better resolution, we'd see he had 2 different colored eyes.
That's him. That's him. That is the man who came in here and flipped Charlie Perez.
Yeah. We gotta figure out what he said to him.
Charlie's not talking.
Yeah, not anymore. Before he changed his story, he said he picked up the gunman at the Wilshire Sands. Now, if that's El Ingeniero, he's staying at that hotel.
Sure, I remember him. That's Mr. Coffee. He checked out a few days ago.
I don't suppose he told you his first name.
I think it was Donald. I held a cab for him a few times, but he didn't talk much. I remember he had some wild eyes. One brown, one blue.
How you doing, Charlie? Well, we know who your lawyer is, Charlie. We know that he's the man that you picked up from the Wilshire Sands Hotel. He's El Ingeniero, isn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever he told you to get you to confess, whatever deal you think you struck, he's lying, man.
Hey, Travis, take it easy on him. Can't you see he's having a tough day, okay? He'll come around. We can help you right now. We're the ones...
You're a loose end. And I promise you, as soon as you get to county, they'll take care of you. We're trying to help you.
It's not about me.
Who's it about?
You know who these people are, you know what they do. You really want to throw in with them?
This guy, El Ingeniero, he showed me a picture. It's my wife and the kid. He's got him.
Hi, you've reached Marta Perez. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay. You hear anything? Uniform has been swinging by the hotel to check on him, says the room's empty, and they have not checked out yet.
There you are. Where the hell you guys been? T, I've been calling your cell phone trying to get a hold of you.
Dan, not now. El Ingeniero's got Charlie Perez's wife and kid.
What?
Yes.
All right, look,
No.
here's what we do. Listen.
No, okay.
No, I got
Wait. I am the decider. Now, you're not the boss of me anymore. You don't get to solve this case, and that's just the way it is. Man.
Well, what the hell's that all about?
I think Travis just had a breakthrough. We can analyze that later, okay?
El Ingeniero is alive and well.
El Ingeniero may be alive and well, but we don't know where he is, Fred. We don't even know his real name.
The Saavedra cartel knows how to get in touch with El Ingeniero. Miguel, from the car wash, he's got a line to him.
You think he's gonna tell us where to look?
He will if he's properly motivated.
Dan.
No, T, I'm cool. I just want to help. I really do. Look, you two guys, you know how to get to the truth by sitting on it and waiting, and you did. You did the right thing. You got the answers you were looking for. You were right. I admit it. What I want to know is, well, are you willing to get your hands dirty?
Man, you haven't even told me why I'm here.
Here you go, gentlemen. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
I'm gonna sue you guys for this.
Yeah.
What happened to your hand, Miguel?
A stupid dog bit me. Now, will somebody tell me why the hell I'm here? I'm out on bail.
Yeah, we know. Your lawyer sprung you. But here's the thing. My partner and I were just talking about this whole World War III thing that happened over at your car wash the other day.
I don't know if you know this or not, but stressful situations, like a bunch of men firing at you with automatic weapons, that just clouds up your memory.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we realized we had it all wrong. But now we're clear. See, you were holding one of those guns.
What? No, that's a straight lie.
No, that's attempted murder, 2 counts.
And you can hire a lawyer, you can complain all you want, but who do you think a jury is gonna believe? You, a loan shark fronting a business for a drug cartel, or 2 decorated detectives?
You can't do that. I didn't shoot anybody.
Well, we're gonna do it. Yeah.
We did it.
Oh, you're going to jail. Long time.
See you in court.
No.
Bye-bye.
No, wait. Hang on.
All right, Miguel. We're feeling generous today. So you tell us what we want to know. We'll reconsider.
Where's El Ingeniero? And where's Charlie Perez's family?
You tell us that, we'll forget about what happened at your car wash.
He's leaving the country tomorrow morning. And I've never known the man to travel unless he's done with the job.
Well, the EMT's saying you're gonna be fine. Just have to learn to shoot with your left hand.
Nah, my shooting days are over.
Right, what are you saying?
Maybe my lieutenant was right. The era of the cowboy cop is over. Might be time for me to settle into a desk job, leave all this to the new generation. From what I can see, you guys are doing okay.
We're trying, sir. We're trying. It doesn't mean you're gonna get a minivan.
Hey. T. I know you promised me the collar, but I think it should go to Bandek. He needs it more than me, and besides, that grumpy son of a bitch was right.
Should I tell him you said that?
Just the grumpy son of a bitch part. Stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
That's it.
Charlie's agreed to testify against the cartel. And in exchange, the government has agreed to put the Perez family into the WITSEC program. Give them a new start in life. Nice collar, boys. Nice collar.
Thanks, Cap. This one's not ours, though. This one belongs to the Missing Persons Department.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm gonna have to object. Not my arrest, it's yours.
What are you talking about, sir? You need this.
Missing persons is a thing of the past. No collar's gonna change that.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have no earthly idea. I guess I'll think of something. Wes, you turned into a fine detective. Travis, you're on your way.
Funny guy.
Mike,
Right.
you've done good with these boys.
They were men before they came here because of guys like you.
I appreciate that. Well, dinner time. See you in the funny papers.
Wow. You're still gonna end up with a little dog like that?
You're still gonna wind up with an old beat-up sports car like Dan's.
Trudy?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Trudy's OG.
OG? What does that mean? Old and grimy? Just one working headlight.
Boys,
What?
get out.
You started it.
We're waiting
Get out.
for the truth.